Hello student, today we will discuss the new topic of chapter number 14, that is water. So the first topic is that where do we get water from? So we get water from several places, where like the water which we use is obtained from sources such as river, lakes, pond, wells and a spring. The river get their water from the melting of snow lying on the peak of the snow mountains and from the rain. So we can get water from the rivers, lakes, pond, well and a spring. Lakes, pond and well gets their water from rain. So basically we can say that the rainwater stored in the lakes, pond and well. So we can take water from there. The largest source of water on the earth are ocean. So where we can see here in this PPT that like the state of water is in three phases. Like the first one is solid, the second one is liquid, the third one is gas. So when the ice, water, liquid. So ice is example of solid, water is the example of liquid, steam is the example of gas. So when ice converted into water, that is called melting. When the water is converted into steam, that is called evaporation. When steam is converted into water, that is called condensation. And the liquid converted into solid, that is called freezing. So let's discuss the few points on it. Like the water exists in three states. First one is solid, second one is liquid, and third one is vapor. So ice, snow, these are the examples of water in a solid state. Liquid, the tap water is example of liquid state. Vapor, like example of steam, water vapor, all these things are example of vapor states. So water can be changed from one state to another by heating or by cooling. For the first point is that when ice is heated, it's melt and change into water. So ice is converted into water by melting it, and the second one is water is cooled too much, it freezes and change into ice. So again, when you freeze the water, even we can see in our home, like when we put the water in a freezer, what it's happened, it's just converted into ice, and that is example of solid. When water is heated, it evaporates and change into water vapor. When water vapor is cooled, it condenses and change into liquid and state, that is called liquid phase or liquid state. Okay, so we can see that disappearing trick of water, how the water disappear in the atmosphere. Like the first one is evaporation, or the second one is condensation, transpiration. So the first one is evaporation, how it's evaporate water, how it's goes to from the environment or from the surrounding, like the changes water into water vapor, that is called evaporation. Water need heat to evaporate into water vapor. If we want to dry our wash and wet school uniform quickly, we should spray it near a heater. तो हम क्या करते हैं, जब भी we just want to dry our clothes, we just put up our clothes in the front of the heater so that the water get evaporate from it. The process of evaporation of salt water does not carry away the salt with it, and the salt is left behind. So in the process of evaporation, the salt of water does not carry away the salt with it, and what happened, the salt is left behind it. Now come to the transpiration. So what is transpiration? The loss of water by plant, that is called transpiration. The process of water from plant as a water vapor, the loss of water from the plant as a water vapor, the pores of their leaves is called transpiration. होंगी पता है?